Hello, hello, and what is going on, everybody? Welcome. What's playing? What's playing? What is this? Mama Hocum, look at this. Does this look familiar to you? Oh man, look at that, look at that. That's right, we are starting off the show. It is the 10,000 subscriber flashback. You know why? Because we are celebrating 20,000 subscribers tonight here on Cruise with Josh. Guys, a very big welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by the show. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If it's your first time here, let me welcome you. This is the place to be on Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock, no doubt about it. You're joining myself, Josh, here tonight. I'm so excited to have each and every one of you here with us tonight. Also, live from the Orlando area, featuring a very yellow tan. Very yellow tan tonight.
Say, why am I so yellow all of a sudden? I don't know what happened.
It is the man himself, Peter G. Peter, how are we doing tonight, buddy? Say what's up, say hello, let everybody know that you're here with us.
How's it going? I'm good. I'm super yellow for some reason.
Yeah, now it's better. I don't know what the heck was wrong, but now it's completely, it's 100% better now. And then we also have got the ever stunning, ever beautiful Mama Hocum. Slide that way for me, baby girl. Slide towards the train, there you go, there she is. There is Mama Hocum, guys. You're joining all three of us tonight here on Cruise Talk Live. If it's your very first time, please allow me to be the first person to welcome you to the show. Let me know, where are you watching in the world? Tonight on the docket, we, of course, are talking about the news that has happened today and yesterday and Monday. You know, that's how it is anymore. It's really the news comes out Monday to Wednesday, and Wednesday afternoon I say, well, that's what we're talking about. Tonight we are talking about, of course, the cancellations that did unfortunately take place over the last 48 hours. But why that is a good thing, why that is a really good thing. Now, I know if you're one of those persons that maybe were booked on one of those cancel sailings, you may be throwing some fingers up at me right now. You may be saying some naughty words, but I promise you, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we got the cancellations that we did, and we're going to talk about that and more tonight on Cruise Talk Live. I want to say hello to everybody joining us in the live chat. Thank you so much for having your notification bell turned on and being here with us. I'm going to pull mine up right now. But while I pull it up, I always do this every single show. I wanted to say hello to the first person in the chat. Let me get Anchor the Pig over here so we can make some squeaking noises. First person in the chat, guys, he is a legend. It is, of course, Jack. Jack got the first in the house. I don't know how he does it. Jack, please, in 30 characters or less, will you tell us your secret to being the first person in the chat? We would love to know. I know Gary Krebs. I haven't seen, is Gary in here with us tonight, or is he bowed out to bed tonight? But I know Gary would love to know how in the world you were the first in the chat so frequently. The dude is a legend for sure. But I want to say hello to every single one of you for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to jump over, like I said, into the live chat and do some welcomes. So if you're just here for the cruise news, just fast forward a little bit. We'll get to that in a little while. But I hope that you're here for the fun show that we've got in store for you tonight. Do me a favor right now, click that like button if you have not already, and share it out with a friend, okay? You're gonna want a friend to join in this fun. Don't be greedy and hold all the fun for yourself. Share it out, let the world know. This is the place to be on Wednesday nights. We're so happy to have each and every one of you. I wanna say hello to Carrie Brock. Carrie Brock, you are the first person on my screen for tonight. We're going to work down from you. So guys, feel free, drop some hellos, drop some what's ups. Let me know what you're doing tonight. Welcome to Jessica Drake. I've got Frank Mueller also in the house. Frank was hanging out with me and Peter a little while ago over on Peter's stream. It was so much fun. Sean and Casey on vacay mode. Sean and Casey on vacay mode. I like your name. They said, sup, Josh? What is up to you guys? I hope that you're well. We've got Radical in the house. There, Gary, good. You made it, buddy. I was wondering. I sent Gary a text earlier, and I haven't checked it. He might have texted me back, but I didn't see, so I was like, man, maybe he went to bed early already. But Gary, welcome to you. He says, I have been listening to this song all week. Gary, I put the lyrics on just for you, my friend. Even Peter noticed. Peter was like, Josh, is this a new song? I was like, no, it's the exact same song that's on the countdown every single week. I just put the lyrics on because Gary really liked the lyrics of it. So I'm gonna give him a treat right now off the just at the beginning of the show. So there you go, my friend. That was all for you. Frank Mueller, welcome to you as well. Johnny Johnson, so good to see you here with us tonight. Sherry, awesome. Sunsets travel. Awesome sunsets. You know, I sure could use an awesome sunset right about now. I definitely could. Sherry, awesome travels. Hopefully we will all be seeing a gorgeous sunset falling into the ocean sometime in the near future. I think that the news that came today is meaning that could be just around the corner. We'll wait and see. We'll talk about it in just a little bit. Welcome to you. So happy to have you. There is, okay, Peter, you got to help me with this one. It's not Ale J. It's not Allie J. What is it?
Alex.
Okay, so let's see. Is the J key close to the X? No. Okay, so it was not a typo. Okay, so Alex, welcome. Alex, ALJ, Allie J, the A guy. Welcome to you. We're so happy to have you here. He was over on Peter's channel with us a little bit ago. There's Extra Magic. No idea. Anybody know who Extra Magic is? Anybody?
I think he has a pretty awesome channel, I'll say that.
I think he's got a pretty awesome channel, that's for sure. That's it's that guy right there, if you didn't know it. Yeah, that's Peter right there joining us in the chat and live on screen for your viewing and entertainment pleasure.
Yeah, I'm having to suck up since I roasted you both on the other one.
You have to kiss up. That's what you're doing. You're kissing up, yes.
Hey, it's lovely for you to be here, Colby. He doesn't usually show up this early.
Colby the cat is making a grand appearance.
He usually shows up at
It's the Cheshire Cat, because he just randomly appears, on the screen and then just disappears. It's the Cheshire Cat.
That's right. I've got Scott Wilson here. Hey, buddy. Long time no speak. Like a whole 45 minutes. Anyway, Raquel Williams, welcome to you. Cody P. Guys, we got something for Cody B here in just a minute. Aphrodite's Palace, welcome to you. My goodness, so many awesome friends. Michael Baggs says 20,000, congratulations. Alicia Hocum says LOL. It was a fun little flashback, wasn't it? I thought it was too.
My hair was awful.
Don Ash, I liked it. I thought it was very pretty. Don Ash Sr. says, need to say goodbye to 2020. Don, we only got 3 months left, so hey, there's only 3 more bingo spaces that anyone can have.
We have aliens on Venus, okay?
What's that?
They actually announced they found alien life on Venus the other day, so that's on your bingo card.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's honestly not even surprised. Not even surprised. Nathan C says it's Wednesday. It's Peter, Josh, and Mama. That's right, we're here, Nathan. We're ready to hang out for you, buddy. Switch JR, welcome to you. Guys, Gary just sent me a private message in regards to the person in the chat. He says, I'm not even trying anymore. LOL. You are funny, my friend. You are funny. Edler Molter, welcome to you. Jennifer Blackburn, so good to see you here with us tonight. Jamie Day and Cody P, two of our fantastic moderators. Welcome to you guys. Hani Skiles, I'm sure he's in here as well. The Beach Life, he had a live show that he's been doing for the last couple weeks right before this show. So you guys should head over and check that out as well. Tonight he talked about his trip over to Vegas, which somewhere I would love to get to at some point in life. Chris Goo, welcome to you. There's Ann Hocum.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. Ann Hocum, welcome to you. Lori Diz, Donna Ash, Jessica, Christina, Scott Weaver, Sandy Weatherly, Murdoch McKinnon. Man, that is a name right there. Murdoch McKinnon. Class Glow. I love it. I love it. Matthew Conklin. So many awesome friends. Gary Frizzell. There's Jack again. So many awesome friends here with us. Thank you so much for stopping by. Jack says his secret is refresh, refresh, refresh for an hour. So he just keeps hitting refresh. And that's his secret. That's how he's able to get first in the chat. There's Deborah Lusk. Wow. Welcome to you. Mama K. Bill Elmore. Brandon Magruder. Vicky Angelastro. So many awesome friends. Welcome to each and every one of you. We're going to jump down to live chat and say some more hellos to your live chat. If you have any comments or questions that you want to shout out, anything like that, drop it down here. We'll do our best to get to as many as we can. I know that we've already had 2 super chats tonight. They're way up in the chat, though, so I'm gonna have to scroll up here. All right, is the first one Lydia J, Peter? Is that the first one?
The first
Yes, I think so.
Lydia J. So we had a super sticker, a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much to Lydia J. It says bravo, and it's a little like fox or dog or cat or some kind of animal, some kind of furry orange animal. Yeah, it's a furry thing. Lydia, thank you so much for your support tonight. I certainly do appreciate it. I haven't seen your name before, so maybe drop a little bit of info about yourself. Where on this big earth are you from? We've also got Nathan, the best dude 47, with a $1 super, just a super chat, no sticker, no comment. Welcome to you. Well, he commented right up, so I'll read that one. He says, I am ready. So glad to have you joining us tonight, buddy. Thank you so much for that. And then we just had Brandon Magruder. Brandon Magruder dropping in here with a $10 super chat. Says, we'll be listening to your live stream while I'm driving through Pennsylvania. Couldn't give to Peter and not one of my favorite cruise vloggers in the world. LOL. Thanks for the great content. You're seeing that one right now on the screen. Thank you so much to Brandon Magruder as well. And then we also have a $25 PayPal from my good buddy, Scott Wilson. He says, congrats on 20K. You deserve a 20K donation. Not from me, but you deserve it. I love that, dude. Oh, man, you are hilarious, buddy. So, yes, thank you so much to each and every one of you who support the stream tonight. If you'd like to support the stream, there's 3 ways you can do that. First way is give this video a thumbs up and share it on out. Second way, you can do PayPal like Scott just did. Those links are in the description, and one of the moderators is going to post those links in the live chat for you right now. And the third way is, of course, Super Chat. I thank you however you choose to support. Oh, and the biggest way, just hang out with us, have some fun, and be interactive and fun. Don't be a ninja watcher tonight, okay? Matthew Conklin on screen with a $5 PayPal. Says, close to getting bingo for 2020. Landslide in Maine today. What? What? Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, Matthew. I am so sorry. Literally, I think if it could happen, it's happened, right? Right? We've had earthquakes.
I'll
fire
something
tornadoes.
that I sent you all the other day, you know, with everything that's going on right now in the Atlantic, you know, with all of the hurricanes and everything. Remember our meteorologist, I mean, it was all lit up. It was just red everywhere. He said, I think the Atlantic has the chicken pox.
It might. It honestly might. I wouldn't be surprised.
So put that on your bingo.
Yeah, so we've got hurricanes to talk about. We've got fire tornadoes to talk about over in the, and so we do just want to send out a quick, moment of thought and prayer, and let you know that if you are in the path of Sally or the other 15 that are out there right now, or if you are unfortunately over in the California area and have maybe had to evacuate your home, your business, etc., and miraculously you're able to tune in this live stream tonight. Just want you to know that we're definitely, I'm personally thinking of you. I'd love if you drop a heart or something in the chat for these folks that are definitely going through something that none of us want to. None of us thought that 2020 could throw at us, and here we are. But just want you to know that we are thinking of you, and I hope that you and your loved ones and your family and friends are as safe as can be, for sure.
Us here in North Carolina, tomorrow the remnants of Sally is supposed to trudge on through here, and we're possibly getting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain.
It's true. Yay. It's true. It's going to be super fun.
If you've seen the track for Hurricane whatever Teddy that's already at 100 miles per hour.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Hurricane Teddy's deep Atlantic, and it's tracking right for us.
Great.
Yay.
Great.
2020. Awesome. Yeah. Not.
So here is Hurricane Sally as of this morning. Of course, she made landfall there in the panhandle of Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, that area. And then she's supposed to kind of hook up towards us here in North Carolina. By the time she gets to us, she should be a tropical low, but still, it should be some significant rain for a lot of folks, and wind, potentially damaging hail, lightning, tornadoes, things like that. So we do just want to, send a moment of encouragement and thought to anybody in the path of Sally. My goodness, we definitely know it here in North Carolina that can get bad really quick. Thank you so much to Joe Farrell for the $2 super chat, super sticker. We've got a little fox with some hearts. And then Aphrodite's Palace left a $5 super sticker, said, how's it going? Going pretty good here in North Carolina. Cannot complain too much. We've had lovely weather outside the past few days. It has been magnificent. I mean, it's like today, I think it was around 84, 85 outside.
It was like 74.
No. Midday, it was like 84, 85. When I was driving home, it was like 84, 85.
Well,
but
that's like
earlier
car,
this
but that's
morning,
not what it really was.
Yeah, earlier this morning, it was quite nice. I mean, it was like 65, 66, 67, something like that. So it was very nice for us here in North Carolina. A definite welcome to the scorching heat we've had. Of course, I'm sure Mr. Peter is quite familiar with the scorching heat down there in Florida. Peter, what was it like in Florida today?
It's been rain. We've just been having that tropical depression. It's just been rain on and off for the past 5 days, basically.
Month?
The whole weekend. No, not the month.
It feels like a month, right?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, in Florida, I feel like if you don't
is...
get rain at least like once a day, like you're not you're not really living in Florida. Like I think it rains like 5 minutes. Like the sky just sneezes a little bit, and then it's on about its business.
Yeah, so it's weird because when you're driving down the road, you can literally see the rain a few miles ahead, and then you're there's just no rain, and then all of a sudden there's a wall. There's a whole wall that separates you and the rain.
That is crazy. That is definitely crazy. Yeah, but that's Florida for you. I feel like that's pretty pretty on track there. I was
gonna say that I've seen some video. A friend of mine, her son is in Pensacola, Florida. Mm-hmm. And they was showing video. I mean, it was like in the entire parking lots of, shopping plazas.
Yeah.
Up to the tops of cars underwater.
Goodness gracious. So we're definitely thinking of you folks if you're in the path of these next couple of storms. Patty Stevens here with a $5 PayPal coming in right now. Oh, look at the hearts emojis. Very nice touch there. And then she said, thanks for all you do. Love your live shows and vlogs. And then we have another super chat coming in from Melanie's Magical Adventures. And she left a, Oh, yeah, that's Melanie from Peter's channel a little bit earlier. And she's got a little, a smiley face with some sunglasses on. Absolutely love it. Thank you guys for all of the support tonight. Andrew Kabate. I really wonder, how, is it Kabati? Is it Kabate? Kapatiti? I don't know how you say your last name. I really want to know, but then I kind of don't, because then will I ever be able to say Kabate again?
I think it's Kabate.
We're going to leave it as Kabate, if that's okay, Andrew. If that's all right with you.
You meet him in person and he tells you what it really is, you're going to be...
Yeah. It's probably something like completely different, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably way off third base here. He says, hi, Josh and Mama Hocum and Peter. We are good here in Pittsburgh, California. So good to hear, my friend.
Good.
I'm glad that you are doing well down there. Lydia J says, congrats on 20K. Yeah, so, right there at the beginning of the show, we had the 10K video. When we celebrated 10,000, Mama Hocum and I watched back one of my first cruise vlogs. And, oh man, that was fun. That was a good video. I've liked the videos that we did like that. And then, back in March, April-ish, we did a watch party, which I know several of you guys have been asking for another one of those. So we may have to do one of those here sometime in the near future. Yeah. But it's always fun to look back on. But yeah, no, one of the outtakes, which that actually showed at the very end of the video, was Mama Hocum. We had these confetti poppers. And Mama Hocum went to hit hers.
I've had nightmares about that since.
She went to turn hers, and she said it before. That was the funniest thing. She said before, she said, watch, we're going to do this, and mine's not going to go off. Because I think she only bought like 4. So we had enough for like a test, and then the live thing, right? And so we tested, no, you bought 5. So because we tested one of them, that was that. Then we tried to do the real take with the second 2, and yours didn't go off, so then we had to film it again with the last ones. And I was like, all right, this has to work. This has to work, or we're going back to
You should play it one more time, Josh.
I should play it one more time. So with that being said, check this out. This is how we celebrated 10,000 subscribers.
20,000. On to 20,000, guys. 10,000 subscribers!
Okay. Look at that.
A lot different, and my hair has turned a lot grayer since then.
You said what? You said your hair looked a lot different, and it's turned a lot more beautifuler.
Grayer.
Beautifuler? That's the word that I heard.
Grayer. I wonder why.
No, Mama Hocum, you're absolutely gorgeous, honey. I loved your hair then. I love your hair now. It's absolutely
I'm going to be 29 again in 2 days. So
that's right. Mama Hocum is celebrating a birthday in 2 days, guys. She's going to be 29.
Yeah.
Yay!
Josh is going to catch up to me eventually.
All right. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. We are going to move on from that. Wow. So we've got 2 super chats that have just come in. So we had Tracy D's right now on the screen. She said, congrats on 20K, my friend, with a $20 super chat. You rock. Thank you so much for that. And then Lori Diz with a $5 super chat says, currently enjoying your MSC Seaside vlog series. Beautiful ship. That is a good series. I watch back a video from that series probably at least once a month, at least. No lie. I really do love the MSC Seaside series. It was a fantastic series for sure. But yeah, so that was how we celebrated 10,000 and now 20,000. We reached it on Saturday, and so that we make sure that I don't have any mishaps, I digitalized the confetti. So here it is, the confetti! Yay! Yes, look at the confetti fly. Look at that. Oh, so sparkly and beautiful.
In the other video, Josh, we're not socially distant. So
that's right. In the old video.
We had to do it this way.
That's right. And you see, we're properly social distance. We're following all the rules. Everything is good to go, guys.
Even the confetti is digital. So, we're safe.
That's right. That's right.
Miles.
Oh, man. That is too funny. Too funny. Let's jump on down here to live chat for just a little bit. Mike A says, happy birthday, Mama Hocum. Cheryl, Awesome Sunset Travels, echoes that. Happy birthday, Mama H. Scott Wilson says, I was so looking forward to the seaside. Scott, we'll have to do it again. I know they're taking it over to Europe, but surely they'll bring it back. Surely. We'll have to do it. We will have
or
to.
we'll have to get on the Sea View. Isn't the Sea View its sister?
The Sea View's its sister, and it's supposed to be actually better. So maybe we can get on the Sea View.
Sure.
Hmm.
Well, I'll just go ahead and say this. I will be very transparent right now. I'm going to be very transparent. I'm not going to be 29.
What are you going to be, Mama Hocum?
47.
47? What? Wow.
What?
Wow,
Yeah.
you're like older than me. That is crazy. Wow. How about, see, you thought that I was going somewhere. I wasn't. I'm smart. Hey, look on screen right now. We have got a $50 PayPal from Gary Krebs. Says, Ann, wishing you a very happy birthday a little early. Hope you and Jim make it very special to both of you without the kids. So with that in mind, Mama Hocum, in 30 seconds or less, this is a challenge for her, guys. I should have a stopwatch on the screen right now, no lie. In 30 seconds or less, let us know what are you doing to celebrate.
We're actually going over to Western Carolina to the mountains, and I'm going to ride this train behind me.
Very fun. You're like halfway off the screen because you're trying to show the train.
This train is trying to run me over. This is actually the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad.
Slide that way. Slide that way towards the train. There you go. Now, just scoot
Yeah,
your whole chair.
I'm going to ride this train behind me. It's the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad, and it's a 4-hour train ride through the mountains, through the Nandahelia Gorge, and we're going to have dinner on the train and everything, so it's going to be really nice.
Very cool.
Wait, dinner on the train?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they're having dinner on the train. How cool is that going to be?
They're giving us, I don't know if Jim has planned anything else for my birthday, but I know we get tote bags and we get souvenir mugs that are refillable throughout the entire ride. You know,
How fun.
Yeah.
How fun. So she's going to have a blast over there for sure. Deborah Lusk, Mama Kay says, I hope she's older than you, period.
I better be.
Zach Krantz says she's going fishing. Will that ever die? Gamalier Brownlee says, how many cruises have you been on total, Josh? 21, 22, 21.
Check shipmate.
21.
I'll check shipmate really quick.
Okay,
Hold on.
check shipmate. I don't know because, you know, I had like all of these planned for this
21.
year and I like had it up of like what I would be and now it's not there anymore. So I don't know. Peter's going to find out and let you know here in just a second though. Great question.
You didn't get to go on any this year, did you?
Nothing. The last time me and Peter were on a ship was November 14th of 2019 on the Carnival Sunrise. Disgusting.
October.
Absolutely disgusting how long it's been. For you.
Out of New York.
What is it, Peter?
Canada.
That's like basically a year.
Yeah. I mean, basically, we're right up. You know, we're really close to a year. Absolutely.
Jim and I were in Canada.
Yeah. You guys were there about.
Oh my gosh. I never updated my shipmate, so it says 44 days until your cruise.
Ah! Oh my gosh! No, it's talking about the panorama, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. So, speaking of things sucking.
So you, Josh, you have the Seaside listed on here from July, which needs to be removed. So
that needs to be removed.
Once that gets removed, it would be 20 cruises.
20 cruises. Yeah, I thought it was. See, it would have been 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 this year, but all of them have gotten canceled. So yeah, 20 cruises. There you go.
I need to remove a bunch of cruises off here.
I do too.
Cody P says.
I panorama on my Carnival countdown. So.
Cody P says, "Welcome to how us normal people feel." With a laughing face.
A year feels so long. It feels
that is pretty funny. Speaking of Cody, guys, we have a quick surprise message coming in right now from Cody Pritchard. Cody, what have you got for us, buddy? What have you got?
All right, you guys ready to see what we're having?
Okay, it's a video.
All right, take a big bite.
Look at her face.
You gotta bite the cake, Adeline.
Bite into the cake, Adeline. Bite the cake part. You
Oh my gosh. Have you guys caught on to what this
What's
is
blue
yet?
mean?
If you did not know, this is Cody and Teresa's baby announcement right here on Cruise Talk Live. And it is going to be, you should have just heard
guys
it,
excited?
it's going to be a boy. They are finally getting a boy. I am so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for Cody. Finally, like,
Alan, are you
you're
excited?
still outnumbered. But at least it's not like horribly outnumbered, you know? Like now you've at least got one person to be in your corner for you, buddy. So excited for you guys. Big congratulations to Cody and Teresa. They are expecting a boy. Thought they would send that in for us here on Cruise Talk Live for you guys to check out. Yeah, look at that in the comments. It's a boy. That's right. How about drop a blue heart for Cody, guys? If you're in the chat right now, drop a blue heart for Cody. I know that he would love and appreciate that. Vicky A says, now that is a gender reveal. Congrats, Cody P. You get your boy. How sweet. Yes, Cody, and we are so excited. Can't wait to see some baby photos when the time comes for that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the blue hearts. That is so sweet. So sweet. So with that being said, we're going to jump over into our news of the night. Ooh, that's a segment right there. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. News of the night. How about that?
You need to make that a transition thing.
That's right. Intro coming next week. No, before we get into news of the night, tonight's news of the night is brought to you by our patron of the week. Tonight's patron of the week gonna be Rebecca Whitley. Rebecca Whitley, who has been an adventure producer since I think it was June of 2019. Rebecca Whitley, thank you so much for being our patron of the week. If you guys want to be the patron of the week, very simple. You just got to be a patron subscriber, okay? So information in the description box for that. Rebecca, thank you so much for being the patron of the week. Jumping on into our news for the night, let's start out with our Aliaga update. You guys want to get the update from there? It could be a bit rough, okay? Brace yourself. So, in part of Carnival's announcement today, they confirmed that the Carnival Imagination has been sold. They really had no choice because Carnival Imagination, she hit the beach today, okay? So here is Carnival Fantasy as of last week. Check the transition out. Here's what she looked like last week. There's Imagination beside her, and there's what she looks like this week. Her whole, top half gone. Amazing there. And then check out the next photo here. Look at Sovereign. Sovereign, the front half of the ship is gone, but very interesting that they have not even touched Inspiration yet. Have not even touched Inspiration. So, pretty crazy stuff to see there. Imagination did make her way onto the beaches of Aliaga, Turkey today. It would be a lie if we said that we didn't see this coming for the last week, but it is officially confirmed by Carnival in addition to her sister, the Carnival Fascination. So has not been confirmed that she's heading to Aliaga yet. It has just simply been confirmed that she is sold. However, if you put 2 and 2 together, you don't get 17, okay? It is kind of assumed by us, Peter, you are like the size of an ant right now. I don't know what's going on there. But,
Am I?
Yeah, just wait, you'll check it. Oh, you're back, never mind. It hasn't been confirmed that she's going to Aliaga, but one can assume and put 2 and 2 together. The other 3 out of 4 ships have went to Aliaga to be scrapped. I assume that, Fascination unfortunately probably has the same fate. I don't think anybody's out in the market looking for used cruise ships right now. Okay, so
Cruise with Josh.
Yeah, anybody want to put up a cool couple million and we can buy this joint and sail it around the 7 seas? How about it? No, I don't think this is going to be happening anytime soon. But yeah, so that was part of Carnival's announcement today. The other part that's going to make some people upset, but I'm hopefully going to turn that around for you. Carnival's official statement today. Here is a screenshot from John Held. I put this in here on purpose because I wanted you to take note of the reactions and the comments below. It was plentiful. They were definitely plentiful on the reactions and comments. But check it out down below there. there is the official pause in operations. Let's see, we'll read it for you right now. It says important. Oh wait, let me bring it back up on the screen. I just took it away. Come back here. So it says, important information update from Carnival Cruise Lines on service pause extensions. As a result of our ongoing ship enhancement program, we've made the decision to delay the guest operations of 4 ships until after scheduled dry dock enhancements. The impacted ships include Carnival Magic itineraries operating from Miami will be canceled until March 13th of 2021. Carnival Paradise itineraries operating from Tampa will be canceled until March 19th of 2021. Carnival Valor itineraries operating from New Orleans will be canceled until April 29th, 2021. And then it says, including the transatlantic cruise from New Orleans on January 25th, 2021, and the return from Barcelona on February 26th, 2021. It goes on to say Carnival Spirit over our Australian friends. Itineraries operating from Brisbane will be canceled through May 16th of 2021, with the first sailing being the Singapore to Brisbane voyage, embarking on whopping June the 12th, 2021. Guys, we are talking, what is that?
I called it.
What is that, 8 months, 9 months away?
I called it.
Boom.
I called it.
All right, Mama Hocum is really happy that she called it right now, guys. Guests on the impacted sailings will receive a letter with specific details later today. So if you were impacted, you will receive an email. We appreciate the continued support and understanding and hope to welcome you back on board soon. And that was the news from Carnival Cruise Lines.
Insane that they've been hoping to welcome us back on board soon since March.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. So let's talk about, first off, the obvious. Why is that bad? Why is that sad? If you were booked on one of those ships, or if you were planning to book on one of those ships, one of those itineraries, obviously that's very, very sad news for you. The good news is Carnival is honoring, just as they have since the very first cruise was suspended, their future cruise onboard credit options. So if you're on a sailing of 6 days or more, you can get a future cruise credit plus an additional $600 onboard credit if you're 6 days or more. If you're 5 days or less, that number is $300 onboard credit, in addition to 100% future cruise credit. If you did want to take the, as they call it, lesser value refund, you can absolutely still do that, but you have to make your decision by May the 30th? May the 31st? Something. It's like the end. It's like the very end of May. Maybe it's the 28th. I don't know. It's like the very end of May. If you don't, you'll automatically be assigned the future cruise credit option, and that cannot be reversed. So if you had a sailing, make sure that you go ahead. I mean, you don't have to do it today. In fact, I wouldn't recommend doing it today. I wouldn't recommend doing it tomorrow. The Carnival is going to be super backed up. The phone lines are, your travel agent is. I know that Robin, I've seen an email come in this afternoon from you. Robin was on a sailing in December on the Magic. I am so sorry, love. I'll be sending you an email either tonight or tomorrow. But, you know, we'll get that future cruise or refund, whatever you like. But like I said, there's no need to rush through that process now. I mean, don't wait until May, you know, but no need to do that tonight. You've got plenty of time to go ahead and lock that option in, and that way you won't have to fight over the phone lines, wait on hold for 5 hours, etc., etc., etc.
I almost feel like my T-shirt, Joshua, is sarcasm tonight.
You know, I never thought about that until you just said something, Mama Hocum, but you may be right, baby girl. You may be right for sure. Got cruise? I don't know, do you? So that is why that could be bad news. It's also very shocking that the Spirit is all the way into June. But now, let's talk about how this is a good sign. So with the cancellation announcement today, Carnival could have, I mean, they could have announced anything that they wanted to. They could have very easily announced further cancellations and further suspensions across their entire brand. I think the fact that they limited it to these 4 ships, albeit their reasoning for it was not due to coronavirus, their reasoning for it was due to dry dock availability, I think it still is a good sign, because I can't be the only one that's recognized this, but like I've been on a ship that's needed a dry dock. Did they just cancel the sailings? No. No, they just sailed the ship. It was a little rusty on the outside so they could get it into the dry dock and get some paint on the thing. So the fact that they're canceling these ships, that far out, I'm not doubting that they don't need a dry dock. Absolutely sure, I'm sure they do. Why do we need to cancel until they can get into the dry dock? You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's probably, some other factors in play with that. They're probably looking out and mapping out future projections.
Money.
We know that when cruising does resume, it's not going to be a light switch. It's going to be a dimmer switch, right? They're going to do a few ships at a time. And this is across the board. This is not Norwegian. This is not Royal. This is not Carnival. This is not Princess. This is across the board. We can look at what's going on in Europe right now for confirmation of this. MSC Cruise Line is not sailing their entire fleet in Europe right now. Costa Cruise Line is not sailing their entire fleet in Europe right now. They're sailing 1-2 ships, right? So this is what we can expect from the U.S. So the fact that Carnival, when they had every right, they had the platform, they had the post, they had the brand ambassador on the live stream at 9 a.m. this morning, they had every opportunity to cancel for November or December, but they didn't. They didn't do it. They canceled specific sailings and specific ships.
Can I say
Yes.
that this strategy could be for the shareholders?
It very well could be. It could be a stock thing in that, they have inched their stock price, but I mean, it's definitely not anywhere where it should be, but it's inched up from the bottom that it was at. They may not want to see that just drop off the cliff, and it very well could be.
I think they'll announce it on Friday.
They very well might. But it would be a little shocking to me, and I mean, I mean that seriously. I mean, I've said it, last month or 2 months ago when I said nothing else would shock me when they canceled. But if they did 2 rounds of cancellations in the same week, that would be a bit shocking to me. Not only from a PR standpoint, but from a staff personnel standpoint, like the folks answering the phones. Like, that would be a madhouse, because then you're going to have all different dates to keep track of. I can't imagine that everybody's going to be on the same page with that. I think it would be a hot mess express, to say the very least.
But my feeling on that, though, Josh, is, they already knew they was going to have to announce this today.
Mm-hmm.
And like kind of in line with what Peter said, they don't want to cause mass hysteria.
I agree.
But I still don't think the United States is ready.
I might agree with you there, but I also know that these cruise line execs are about to hear. They are fed up.
I mean,
as
it's like
they use the words "fed up" with the CDC
they've been stringing
and
people
CLIA. Yes, they have been stringing people along their business.
And I feel like today, though, when they announced these cruises, because, I mean, every day, John has been on there, Carnival has been on there every day,
Mm-hmm.
They're showing this one photo, I remember, of 2 crew members, saying, welcome back to Carnival Cruise Line, and so it's getting everyone's hopes up, only for them today to come and say, oh, we're canceling 4 more ships.
Let me stop you right there. That photo is not them welcoming crew back to work for the ships. That is them welcoming crew back for ship manning operations, for coronavirus ship manning operations. They're not welcoming crew back in the masses.
It gives that false idea.
Right. That is a good dose of Facebook throwing stuff around.
Right. But you have these things, so you get people's hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, and then today they announced, the Magic is not coming back, and all these ships are not coming back. So now other people are getting let down for different reasons other than Corona, and I think everyone's just so frustrated over the whole situation right now that they're just going to lash.
Sure, and that very well be maybe what it is. But in my opinion, I think if they're worried about people lashing, you don't want to do like what you're suggesting and announce something today on Wednesday and then announce something on Friday and then because that's just going to upset people more. They're going to be like,
I'll be honest, it wouldn't surprise me because they've already kind of been a little shady, in my opinion.
Whoo! Mama Hocum is throwing some fighting words, y'all. Anybody for Carnival Cruise Lines on here, they're going to look you up right now, Mama Hocum. My
and I'm wearing a
goodness.
Carnival shirt.
They don't make up for that. They don't make up for that.
But I mean, to me, it feels a little shady, though, because you don't get people's hopes up saying, we'll be back soon. We're hoping to start sailing, November 1st.
But the reality
okay,
is...
but then all these other people just got canceled.
All right, we're going to hit the mute button on her for a second. So the reality is that, I don't think that they fully know any more than we do. They have an idea and they know what they want to do, right? Like I said, the execs are fed up. They are absolutely,
we
because
wanted to cruise in July, okay?
I'm really gonna have to hit the mute button on her, y'all. Remind me to turn this off. The execs are absolutely fed up. They have been wanting to resume for some time now, and they don't think it's fair, and I kind of have to agree with them. They don't think it's fair that places like theme parks in Florida can be open with reduced capacity, with temperature screenings, with all the safety protocols in place, and the cruise lines are not given the same opportunity if they were to put these same things in place. And I kind of have to agree with them. You have to give them a chance. That's exactly what we said when Disney and Universal was opened up. I remember on Cruise Talk Live, we said, well, we've got to give them a chance. We've got to see what they're going to do. And I remember the first night or the first weekend, Peter went to, was it SeaWorld, I think, Peter? Was it SeaWorld?
SeaWorld.
That didn't have their act together.
Yes, SeaWorld was the one that did not have things together. Universal did from right off the bat. They had their stuff together. Right,
that did not have their act together. And we called them out on that. I think as your travel industry called them out on that, said, hey, you need to enforce the policy that you're putting out. People want to feel safe. They want to come to your park, but they want to feel safe. So you need to enforce what practice what you preach. And so with that being said, the cruise lines, I don't think, have been given the opportunity to do so. So I think that they're just about this close to being fed up with it. And the long-term effects of that on U.S. cruising could be even worse, But then you can play devil's advocate of that and say, well, they don't pay U.S. taxes, so what do we care? So I think it's a double-edged sword.
The difference with a cruise, though, Josh, is you're on the same space for a week. At Disney, you come and go.
Well, I think, again, that's where we have to let the cruise lines put out exactly what their plans are,
but
Mama
I hate to say
I don't think that
not every American person is going to be responsible and abide by the rules and socially distance and do what they're supposed to do, and they could be a super spreader.
And when they do that, I fully believe that the cruise lines are going to take just the same exact steps that they've taken in Europe, and they're going to kick people off. Some people are going to have to be made an example, just like the family that was in Europe and they broke away from their tour. Hold on, Mama Hocum. They broke away from their tour.
A super spreader event.
They broke away from their tour, and so then they were kicked off of the ship, right? Not only that, the cruise lines are saying that they're going to have temperature checks. You're going to have a test done before you get on the. Well, first, if you're flying to the port, you're going to have a test to get on the airplane. And then if you're at the port, you're going to have a test done to get on the ship. So that's 2 tests in, a matter of days. So I think that things could be right there. Can you tell, guys, in the live stream tonight who wants cruising to come back and who does not?
I want it to come back, but I mean, I see how people are acting in general population, and if they act like that here, how are they going to act on the confines of a cruise ship?
I think that the ones that are willing to cruise right now are going to behave themselves to the best of their knowledge, because to tell you the truth, I don't think that we're going to have spring breakers. I don't think cruising is going to come back. We may have spring break season, but I'm saying, if cruising resumed tomorrow, it's not going to be a spring break season. I think people are going to be grateful. People are going to be thankful that they're able to get on their ship, that they're able to possibly go to a foreign country. Okay? Yeah. And I think that people are going to do, within reason, whatever is necessary to make that happen. I know I will. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the chat. Let's have that as a question for the chat. Would you, within reason, be okay with some modifications to your cruise vacation? If it meant that anytime you could not properly social distance, that you had to wear a mask. Is that a deal? And it may be a deal breaker for you. And if so, I completely understand. Some people can't do it.
I'll be wearing mine.
Some people can't do. All right, Mama Hocum, you're fired up. You got to sip some of that water and chill, baby. Some people cannot do it. Some people can't. I get it. You've got a medical condition. I totally understand, you know? And I hope that we're able to get back to a space where you can cruise without that mask in the near future, right? But for the immediate future, I think that's almost inevitable, right? So if you're a person that's looking to cruise tomorrow, but you don't want to wear your mask, you may want to write that idea off. I don't think that's going to be happening.
I want to be on a ship.
If you're a person that refuses to have a test done, you may want to write cruising off at the beginning. But you know, like for myself, if it is a reasonable, now here's something I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna do 14 somersaults down the aisleway every day to prove that I'm physically fit and capable of, you know, I'm not mentally or fatigued.
You're trying to do that on the gangplank, getting on. You're gonna
now
do
we might do some cartwheels up the gangplank or something. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I within reason. I totally would. We've got Ashley Allen says, I would, sign me up. Watermelon 0817, yep, fine by me. Gary says, Tom can't do it, though. And Tom is one that I'm actually thinking of. And Tom, by the way, if you're watching, buddy, we are thinking of you tonight. Feel free to give me a call anytime. But yeah, Tom is somebody that I understand he has a medical reason of why he can't do it. His doctor has specifically told him you cannot do that. You know, it will cause you harm. That is one person that unfortunately is not going to benefit from this initial opening. But keeping in the topic of why this is good news, I think it's good news that they did not announce today. Like Mama Hocum has very strongly pointed out tonight. Y'all know she can be passionate.
Wonder where you get it from.
That doesn't mean that they won't announce something Friday. I think it's unlikely, but they absolutely could. Nothing would completely surprise me, but that would provide a bit of a shock for me. Peter, your thoughts?
I think we should keep some sort of like flow chart or like Excel document that shows each cruise line and what date they're canceled until, so we can kind of keep.
So speaking of that, so
your IT, go for that.
So well, that doesn't take IT. That just takes somebody that knows how to use Microsoft Excel. Speaking of that, Peter, so, you know, we have Disney Cruise Line that also this week has announced cancellations into December. So they did go, and now they still haven't canceled out 2020, so there's a possibility we could have some of those Christmas holiday cruises in there. But they did go ahead and you know, go into December. And so Peter kind of lobbed that question at me earlier. He was like, okay, Josh, well, I hear your theory. Why did Disney do this then? And to tell you the honest truth, I don't have a good answer for you. I don't. They may just be taking a more cautious side. I joked with Peter and said they may have looked at it. You know, Disney is a premium dollar cruise line. They may have looked at it and said, you know what? Us sailing at 60% capacity, it's not worth our money. Forget about it. You know, they might have done that. I don't foresee them as that type of company, but also no company has had to go through this type of pandemic in a very long time.
So what is Carnival, Royal, and Norwegian? I mean, I don't know if like you know these dates offhand, but what are they canceled now until as of this moment?
Fantastic. So Norwegian is October 31st. Carnival is I think around, and then I believe Royal is also in line with that. Now that is for U.S. That changes if you go elsewhere. You know, Australia has got significantly later cancellations and things like that. But for U.S., right now, that is the date. And another thing that is good for us cruisers wanting cruising to resume is what Norwegian, kind of put out, what they said about, you know, why. So when the coronavirus happened and you know, we started hearing cancellations from the cruise lines, Norwegian said that it would explain they would give an explanation each month for the following month's cancellations. You know, they would give a date. And the end of August came and there was no update. You know, the date remained October 31st. Well, they gave a explanation as to why that is, and the explanation is quite simple, because they don't feel the need to extend it at this time. Great news. Great news. You have an executive from a major cruise line, Norwegian Cruise Line, saying, at this time, we are September the 16th, we do not feel the need at this time to extend our pause in global operations. Now, again, that could change tomorrow. Absolutely it could. It could change tomorrow. This is a very fluid situation. The cruise lines have in mind what they want to do. That's not necessarily what they can do. right? I think every cruise line wants to turn the switch back on, put the buffet sign open, and get the casinos lined with money, right? I think that's what every cruise line wants to do, and the passengers on board nice and happy. We have deck parties, everybody does the wobble again, right? Anybody forgotten how to do the wobble? I hope not. God bless you.
But you know one thing I told Peter? You know one thing I did tell Peter earlier though, Josh, and I said, you know, when the cruises resume, and I know there's so many of us adults that love this, but I do not see them bringing back Quest just because of some of the things they would have you do during Quest cannot be done now because of virus transmission, such as exchanging clothing with someone else.
Yeah.
That you don't even know.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I think things like that, I don't see that coming back at all for the time being.
Well,
just
yes.
because of that.
Yes, and that may be very well true. We're going to try and stay away from the negative side of things, though, Mama Hocum. We're going to try
I mean, we're still going to have some nice things on there.
Yes,
but I mean,
tonight's stream is to keep it positive. So, yes, Quest may not be coming back, but that is something. I mean, that is just complete speculation. You know, they may find a way to modify that. So, I don't think there's a point in beating into that horse right now. You know, and you may be right. It may completely go away. We may never see it again. It may be the thing of old cruising. We've seen that happen with many things, chocolate on the pillows, just to name one.
Horse racing.
Yeah, horse racing, you know, all that stuff. And that may be something that's of cruising's past. But it may not. Like I said, they may find a creative way. A lot of people love the Quest game show, so they may find a creative way to keep that up. Daniel Stevens says, Josh, you never did How to Wobble Vlog. I can't do it because YouTube has too strict of copyright policies.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I would love to do it for you, Daniel. I really would. But you know what? If I upload it, you know what YouTube's going to do? Sorry, you stole the music. No, I didn't. I'm just trying to dance to it. Whatever. That's how YouTube is, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Traveling with Tracy.
Yes, we have a PayPal from Frank Mueller right when we were in the deep thick of it. We were in the deep thick of it, Frank. And Frank dropped in a $50 PayPal, said, Josh, congrats on 20K, and here is to the next 20K, and looking forward to going on the adventure with you and the rest of the cruise family. Frank, thank you so much for your $50 PayPal tonight for supporting the stream. Thanks so much for the congrats. I certainly do appreciate it. Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago. That was when we were in the thick of it. So let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you think? Is this good news in your eyes, or is this just you know, more bad news? I think that we've got a good chance of November cruising something happening. What that is, I have no idea. Another reason why, so I think it was late last week or early this week, Carnival.com, they pulled all sailings for November except for 6 ships. It's like the Horizon, the Liberty, the Elation, the, I don't know, there's a couple more up there. But in any event, it was from Port Canaveral and from Miami. Bit concerning that it was from Miami. I'm not going to lie. I don't see how in the world they're going to justify that except for that it's the cruise capital of the world. But Disney Peter, up here, can tell us that like all of Florida's numbers are in Miami, right? I mean, Miami is where it's bad in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, though, they are going down. Like our numbers are going down a lot than what they were.
That's great. It's great news.
Most of it's.
But I mean, when you look at Florida as a state, where it was bad in Florida, I mean, sure, Orlando had some cases, Tampa, absolutely. You know, the big overwhelming bulk of Florida was in Miami and South, you know, Miami-Dade County, that area of Florida. Right. So that being said, it is a bit, it raises my eyebrows as, you know, they would attempt to take cruise ships out of there as early as November. We'll have to see on that. But they also have still listed up like the Horizon 6, 7, 8 day sailings. I don't see that. I will be genuinely and happily surprised if that is able to take place and they are able to properly, you know, social distance people and the port, they have enough ports open, which is also very important to remember. That's a big factor in cruising resuming is where can we go? Big factor, believe it or not.
I wish we could be cruise to nowhere because I would totally sign up for one.
It's not unheard of, though, in today for them to do 7-day. Right now, MSC is doing 7-day sailings over in Europe. So, I mean, I wouldn't be blown away. I would be surprised. I think that the U.S., in November, if we do see anything, I can see some shorter 3, 4, maybe some 5-day sailings. Like I said, I would be genuinely, happily surprised if we saw something bigger than a 5-day sailing in November. That's not to say that it can't happen, though. Agree? Like
I said, I just want to see where they're going. I want to see what's open.
It could happen. I'm not saying that we're going to have the big mega ship with 6,000 people out there sailing on the Bahamian waters. But I think that we could have something. November could hold something. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you have a cruise booked in November, you have a cruise booked in December, I would not completely write that off. I would not. Now, if you have like a 14-day transatlantic crossing, I would write that one off. Go ahead and just plan to cancel, okay? Probably not happening. Probably not happening. But I think of, short, small, modified sailings, I think are a possibility. And that's what the cruise line execs are shooting for as well.
There is something that I just found today, actually, on the Royal Caribbean blog. 2 U.S. senators introduced today, actually like a few hours ago, a bill to allow cruise lines to restart sailing, and it's called the Set Sail Safety Act.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying. We're having a lot of positive news in the right direction. This is the stuff that we want. We want our government on board with these decisions, because that's the other thing that's on everybody's mind. So there is a no-sail order in place right now that expires at the end of this month. 14 days? 15 days. 14 days? 15 days. Expires the end of this month. Everybody is like, ooh, it's getting close. What are we going to do? We have to remember, the previous no-sail order was extended 8 days. 8 days before it was due to expire. So 15 days is still nothing to bat our eyelashes at. We could be at this time next week and still not have matched what they previously did.
September 28th, Josh. September 28th. September 28th.
September 28th what?
That's when they'll announce it.
Why do you say that?
Because it's close to the end of the month.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, yeah.
Apparently, there's a lot of people backing this bill, and because they're saying that.
I'm telling you, like there is legit force behind cruising resuming in the U.S. When I said that cruise execs were fed up, I wasn't kidding. Like they're fed up, and so they're taking it up the chain. They're tired of it. They've said, you know what? We have been officially paused our operations for over 6 months. Other places have been allowed to resume service. Airlines are packed. They're packed. If you fly in a plane, it's packed. They said they're not going to do that. Well, they are. And they're able to do that just fine and dandy. People wear a mask and that's that. So if airplanes can do it, the cruise execs are saying, why can we not? Why can we not resume with a clear and defined safety plan in place? Temperature checks, ship-approved shore excursions, nasal swab tests, rapid tests, whatever, this. Buffets are not self-service. You have to pre-register for show. If they can have a plan this outlined and not resume, but an airline can say, oh, we're going to fill to 50%, 60%, and then max the plane out, how is that okay?
Right, that's what I don't understand, because planes are smaller tubes.
Right.
Bringing people closer together.
And so I think that is honestly what these cruise lines are kind of taking up the chain. And I mean, anybody tell me if you disagree here in the chat. I don't think they're wrong. I really don't. They have every right to be upset. Like I said, if they've got a clear plan in place that is going to make people feel secure and feel safe and feel confident in their decision to take their cruise vacation versus getting a refund, why do we not let them try? Why do you that's kind of like a child, when they you think they're going to do something bad. So just because you think that they're going to do something bad, you don't let them leave. You think that they're going to run into traffic. So just because you think that, you don't let them leave the house. No, you go outside with them and let them play and give them the opportunity to make the right and wrong decision. And then if they start to make the wrong decision, you correct them. You grab their hand, you pull them back, you say, hey, that's not what you do. You don't run into traffic. You become a speed bump if you run into traffic. Don't do that. Okay?
Or in your case, you don't stick your thumb into a pot of boiling water because then you have a disfigured thumbnail for years.
That's right. That's right. That's right. The things that you remember and the things that then you subsequently don't remember is mind-boggling to me, Mama Hocum. So quite the discussion tonight here in the chat. Gary Krebs says airline travel is still down 70% and most airlines are still flying empty middle seats. That's very true. It's very true. But then you have flights that go to specific destinations. I'll give you an example. My boss, this past week, he got the opportunity to fly to the Dominican Republic. They had a vacation package stay at one of the resorts in the Dominican. Had a fantastic time, had his test done before and after. Everything's good to go. He, followed all the rules and procedures, wore the mask. The resort was great. They were social distancing. Had a wonderful time. The plane, packed. Absolutely packed, he said, because it was one of the few flights flying there per day, so they maxed that flight out. Yeah, so, in that sense, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's safe. I don't think they should be allowed to do that. If we say this is our policy, this is the policy, this is what we need to do, That gives people confidence and faith in your business and faith in your brand,
Consistency, I think, is the key, and you have to be consistent if you want to be trusted.
Right. Christina V says, I would rather cruise than fly, but I have to fly to get on the cruise. I feel you there, Christina. I absolutely feel you there. Yeah, unfortunately, you got to fly to get on the cruise. Frank says, Josh, after dark tonight. I don't know, undecided. Gary says, I was on Southwest last weekend and no middle seats. That's great to hear. It's fantastic. So Southwest, I think, has been doing things right for the most part.
Yeah.
They seem like one that's typically going to make, the right. They're not going to. I mean, they're an airline, so I guess they always, they all have a little bit of crookedness to them. But, they're, I think that they tend to do the right thing.
She flew Southwest and the flight was packed. So that's what I say, consistency,
Right. Yeah, and like I said, I think it also depends on where you're flying from or where you're flying to. We have a $20 PayPal right now on screen from Michael Baxis. Thank you so much, buddy. He says, congrats on 20,000 subscribers. Would you like to double down on that? Yes, I would, please. Double me down right now. Let's go to 40, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael, for your donation tonight. I certainly do appreciate it. Radical says, hey, didn't Clea's no-sale order expire yesterday on the 15th? No, I believe it expires the end of the month. Yeah, I think either that one or the CDC. Maybe Clea's did and the CDC. So there's two. Clea had one and then the CDC had one, to my understanding. So one of them expires at the end of the month. And it is waiting. We are waiting to see whether that will be extended. Now, obviously, if that gets extended, not looking good. Not looking good, folks. But we can jump for joy today that has not happened. Tomorrow is a new day, and anything could happen tomorrow. But for today, tonight, Wednesday the 16th on Cruise Talk Live, we can jump for joy. What's up, Mama Hocum?
Yes, Josh.
If it's positive, you will say it.
It's positive.
Okay.
So when we fly next year to Hawaii, we're going to be on 4 flights. And I'm going to be interested to see, number one, if we're still having to do masks and distancing and stuff, it's going to be interesting to see how 4 flights across the country go through, which I'm already thinking about luggage. I'm probably just taking a carry-on. Because going through 4 airports, my luggage will get lost somewheres. Yeah. But, it'd be interesting to see, starting at a regional airport and places like Dallas, and to see how those go and how the planes and how the airline industry will be at that time.
Sure, absolutely. So, like we said, though, a lot of not only the no sale order kind of hinges on cruising resuming, but also, where would we go? Well, short cruises. We mentioned last week the Bahamas currently. They're set to, they're in phase 3. They're set to go into that on October the 15th. Phase 4 for the Bahamas allows cruise ships. So don't foresee us going to the Bahamas for, if cruising were to resume in November. So where would you go? That of course brings some questions. Maybe the cruise lines are going to work out a deal with the Bahamas. If they do this, and this, then it's okay for the cruise passengers. If they take a test now, What?
The lost city of Atlantis is going to surface in the middle of the Atlantic,
Oh
and that's
my
going to be our bingo
goodness.
cards, and then we can sail there.
What? What?
Hey, it's
Oh my
2020.
goodness.
I can say
I
anything
guess so.
crazy. This it's probably going to happen.
Anything could happen, to tell you the truth. Gary on screen with a $5 PayPal says, and check going out of an airport in the D.C. area. Check going out of an airport in the D.C. area.
We've already got our flights booked.
Gary, they've already got them booked. They have already got them booked for that trip, but it's going to be a ton of fun, absolutely. I wanted to talk about this. Anybody see this logo circulating around on your favorite cruise director's social media pages
Driving everybody crazy.
yesterday and today? If you didn't, Majestic Circus. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about Matt Mitchum. Beloved, wonderful cruise director for Carnival Cruise Lines, retired from Carnival Cruise Lines. Confirmed 100% retired from Carnival Cruise Lines, not just as cruise director. He is officially gone from Carnival, at least for now. Whether he returns in the future remains to be seen. Majestic Circus. This is something that Kevin Noonan, I believe, is who created this or came up with the idea. But essentially what it is a online interactive game show that can be hosted by your favorite cruise director from either Carnival Cruise Lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines, and then a couple separate entertainers. So, there's familiar faces on there like Dr. E. We've got Steven Schwartz, of course, Matt Mitchum up there. You've got, what is his name? Leon and Dion up there. You've got Emma Pack. So a lot of awesome, fun names that you can choose to host your game. Now, it comes at a very, what's the word? Moderate, we'll use, price tag. It's $199 per session. And this is for a game of up to, I believe, 15 or 16 people can join in. So, when you do the math, if you split it between 16 people, it doesn't seem like it's, it's all of that much. But there's two options of games that you can play. One of them is called Get It, and one of them is called Know It. Know It is your typical trivia game, while Get It is like a digital scavenger hunt and trivia put into one. So you have to kind of get things from around your house and bring them back. Of course, there's a timer on screen. Seems like a super fun game. I'll be honest, I was
like Quest.
Yeah, kind of, but like a clay. See what I mean? I told you the quest wasn't done, Mama Hocum. Here we go. Majestic Circus is bringing it back.
So when are they going to invite Josh Hocum to be a host?
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway. Flying Scotsman is also one of the hosts. So Chris Williams, Flying Scotsman, many of you love and know him well. He is also one of the hosts. So very, very cool there. If you'd like more information, head on over to Matt Mitchum's Facebook page. They're not paying me to say this in any way. I just thought it was kind of neat, and the buzz was certainly circulating yesterday, so I thought you should know the info. So there we go. So that is what that logo is all about. Pretty cool stuff happening over for the cruise directors. I'm so happy that they're able to kind of do something fun. That they are entertainers, born and bred, so I think it's been killing them, not hosting and being on a ship and having a crowd and interacting with an audience. And so this is great for them in many ways.
Well, I will say Schwartz and No and who else has been over at Margaritaville? Which, I mean, we've been to Margaritaville Grand Turk, and we know that place can be a party. So if it's anything like Grand Turks, I mean, they're still kind of in that cruise vibe,
No, it's over in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
It's in Texas, yeah. It's the Margaritaville
But I mean,
in Texas.
if they have Margaritaville there like they do in Grand Turk, I mean, that's a very similar situation for them. So they're kind of in their home turf there,
Right. Lee Nelson says 16 people divided by 12. It divided is $12.50 per person. That's cheaper than a hearty drink. So there you have it. She's absolutely right. That's cheaper than one hearty drink. If you go out, out to a night with friends or even a trivia night, it's probably going to be more expensive than that. So I think if you're able to get a big group of friends together and split the price, it actually does seem quite affordable,
And it's a nice social distant way to play.
Yeah, you're still and I mean you're getting to interact one-on-one. I mean it's literally what do they call them? The ringmaster of your choice, so cruise director or ringmaster of your choice. You get to choose which one you want. and you guys, and it's in like a Zoom call of sorts. That seems to be the setup. It's similar to like a Zoom call, and they host it with you right there. It's just you and them, so it's very intimate as well. So I don't know. I really liked the idea. I was very, very, very satisfied with it. So that is the news on that. We've got a super chat here from Zach Krantz, a $2 super chat. He says, Josh, when is your next booked cruise, Zach?
Not.
Not.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah. No, I have a couple future cruise credits though.
Yeah.
And a refund that's somewhere on the way from MSC.
I'm gonna call up MSC and ask to speak to the CEO for the refund.
Good luck with that, Peter.
Jim actually reached out to Christine today, and asked her. And
well, keep in mind your travel agent
email back that she had reached out to somebody, and they said they're working on it. And Jim's like, yeah.
That's exactly what I said. Your travel agent really can't do, like, your travel agent doesn't have the money. The cruise line has the money. All your travel agent do is can say, hey, where's the money? And then they're going to send back and say, we're working on it.
Just asking if there was an update.
We all got to call the cruise line and ask to speak with the CEO all together.
At the same time. At the same, everybody dial. Yeah, that's it. Now we have a $5 PayPal from Brad Jackson. Thank you so much, buddy. He says, happy early birthday, Mama Hocum. Only awesome folks have birthdays in September. Mine was the 10th, so it must be true. Absolutely. Happy birthday to Brad Jackson. Happy birthday to Mama Hocum. She's turning, what was it again? 29, 30, 32, 37, 48, 76? Oops. 47. Huh?
You made me older than what I was, so you don't get any birthday cake.
Here's an idea. Mark and Nicole Cruise Too Little says, I'm in. Josh, tell me what time. What if we did one for Cruise Talk Live? Do you think we could get one of them to come on and do it? Like for cruise, we could like stream it. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
That would be
pretty cool. Yeah, we could like get them in and get it in, do like an episode of Majestic Circus here on Cruise Talk Live. That'd be pretty fun, I think. We'd have to have either Schwartz or, I don't know. I'm kind of partial to Schwartz. Schwartz is my buddy. So I think I'd probably want Schwartz to host it. I love Matt. I love Dr. E and, No, of course.
You've dealt with so many of them.
Cookie, yeah, but I don't know. Schwartz is my buddy. Zach Krantz with another $3 super chat says, just wondering, LOL. Yeah, no, it would be super fun. And Zach, I've got to get something on the books, buddy. But I just don't know when. I mean, me and Peter kept doing that. We kept rebooking and rebooking. And hey, yeah, we rebooked again. And canceled.
Yeah.
So here we are. Anyway, hopefully that is soon going to be a thing of the past, because hopefully cruising is going to be resuming before we know it. We're going to keep a positive attitude, a positive mindset until then. But guys, for tonight, that is the news, that is the information, and that is the show. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Cruise Talk Live. One more time, special thank you to our moderators for keeping this show family-friendly and safe. I know it got a little fiery there for a few minutes. It was fun, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it fun, Mama Hocum? Did you have fun, Mama Hocum? Mama Hocum, I still love you, right? Even though you can get fiery, I still love you, right?
Where do you think you get it from?
I don't know. Peter, that's where I get it from. Look at him. He's on fire right now. His eyelids are practically shut, guys.
Angry emoji behind you, Peter.
That's right.
No, it's going to be my bedtime over here.
Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Cruise Talk Live tonight. There's only one thing left to say. It's been real. It's been fun. Tonight has been real fun. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, hopefully with no cancellations, on Cruise Talk Live. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a fantastic night.
Be free.